Hello and welcome to Katrinas Creations. This is episode 422. We are only, at the time of filming, 15 people away from reaching our next 100 subscribers, which means that when we reach that 100 subscribers, we will be doing a yarn giveaway. So if you haven't already, please click that little subscribe button down here, and if you press the little bell-shaped icon next to it, then click all. That'll let you know anytime I post a video. Those of you who come back each week and watch me, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for sticking with me over the years. And let's get started because I have several finished objects. My first finished object is one more cow. This is made out of the Dollar Tree yarn that I had. I'm not as happy with it as I am with the cows from the Premier Parfait yarn. Sadly though, I've been looking for this yarn and they are out of stock. They have a darker chocolate color available. So anyway, I'm looking around for some other alternatives, but I have a total of 4 of these cows made for the upcoming craft fair, and we'll see how well they do. So that's my first finished object. My other finished object is I finished the flax sweater this week. So I do need to block it yet because it keeps trying to curl at the hem. Yeah, I need to get that blocked out, but otherwise it is all done. So you can see it up close. Last week I just had a little bit of length to go, and then the sleeves, and I finished the sleeves. This is where I was last week, so I finished the sleeves here on both sides, and then I finished the bottom. So I will stick in a little modeling sequence here. So here is the sweater. Like I said, this it keeps flipping up. I actually think I'm going to undo this because this is done from the top down, so I can unravel this a little bit. I think I am going to make it a little bit longer. I do have the yarn to do it because when I'm putting it on, it's coming right almost at my waistband, and I'd like it a little bit longer, so I might add an extra maybe 2 inches to this. But I like this sweater and pattern. It always fits so nicely in here. Yeah, and the neck is nice, so I'm real happy with it. Other than I do need to make it a little bit longer. So there it is. So those are my finished objects. Let me talk real quick about what I am wearing. This is one of my patterns. It is available down below under my patterns. It's through Lovecrafts. This is the banner unfurled. The original pattern was done in red, white, and blue, but you can do it in any 3 color choices. So this is this one. And this is yarn, I believe it's Cascade Heritage. And I got this up in Maine years ago at Halcyon Yarns. I do remember this was called Edgecomb Gray. It's kind of what they would call grayish. It's kind of a beige and a gray combined. And then there was this turquoise, and then the other 3rd color is kind of a mix of the 2. There you can see it a little bit better. There we go. It was a mix of the 2 colors. And then it does have some beading on it. So yeah, this is the banner unfurled. I've made it in numerous colors. I've done it in pink and grays and a charcoal, and I've done it in like a red and black. My mom likes reds and blacks together, so it's a red and a black and a lighter gray. So I've done it several times in different colors. So anyway, now on to my works in progress, and I need a little help with this one because I need your opinion on something. So the first thing I will show you is something that I'm okay with. I like how it's turning out. It is a pattern. It's a knitted sweater. It is a pattern that I got from Expression Fiber Arts. It was free when I got it. I believe I'm pronouncing it's the Tectora I'll put it down below here. The designer is Debbie Mage, which I have made some of her sweaters before, and I really like them. So let me show you the colors I am making this in. This yarn, I've used about half of the skein so far. This is Hedgehog Fibers. It is called Ozone. I've actually had this yarn for several years. Hedgehog Fibers is made in Ireland, and this color, like I said, is Ozone. It was 100 grams when I started, about 400 yards. It's 80% blue-faced blister and 20% nylon. It is a fingering / sock weight. So again, you can see the colors. It's pinks and blues and cream and speckles. There's some like green speckles in it. And I'm pairing that with, these are 2 yarns from Brooklyn Tweed. It's called Peary. It's just referring to the fingering weight yarn. It's called Peary. I believe they are solid merinos. So you can see they go together with this. And then I'm also adding a blue with it. So see if I can hold these all up together. So there you can see what they're going to look like. Yeah, they're all very close. And this blue is actually a knit crate yarn. It's Vitalana. It's called Ice Pop. It is a softest sock, and it is extremely soft. It is a 75% superwash merino, 15% nylon, and 10% cashmere. So it is really soft, and you can see the blues match really, really close. So, and the twist and everything, it's gonna work with it. So yeah, so we have a white and a pink and a speckled and then a blue. Now let me show you what the sweater is going to look like. I've gotten quite a ways on this just this week. So it is knit from the collar down. So there is the collar, and you will notice it has some short rows shaping, so part of the collar is bigger than the other ribbing here. But it has this really pretty pattern. So yeah, it's real pretty looking. And I'm getting ready to change. I'm going to be striping back and forth in some of these colors, and then I'm going to be striping into this color, and then eventually striping into this. I have 3 skeins of this. I won't need that much of it, but I'm going to stripe into this for the remainder of the body. You do the sleeves. The yoke goes all the way out to the sleeves, and then you go in, so that this texture here is going to extend into the arms. So that's the project I am definitely settled on. Here's the one I need your advice on. I'm using this pattern. This is an old book. It's called Quick and Easy Crochet. It is from, it's knitting and crochet with style, from Simplicity. And this, I found a copyright date on it of 1985. Yeah, it's an old pattern. It's 40 years old. But anyway, I like the picture on the front here. I like this. This is a combination of a shell stitch, and then you knit, and then you double crochet on top of the shell, and it also incorporates a V stitch into it as well. So I really like it. It's the yarn I'm not satisfied or settled on. So the yarn I am using, it's a discontinued yarn. It's Lion brand, Shawl in a Cake. It's like Shawl in a Ball. It's just packaged a little different. And this is Mantia Pastel. It is a 4 weight, so it's a worsted weight. And this color that I'm going to show you is called Opal. Here it is. And as you can see, it's got lots of sparklies in it. Now, this pattern calls for Yeah. Did I show you the wrong pattern? I think I showed you the wrong pattern. This is the pattern. I'm sorry. So this is the pattern I am making. It's very similar to the yellow one. This is the other one that's in here. But it's actually, it's very similar. But anyway, this is the actual pattern. I'm sorry. This is the pattern I'm making. It's the one on the cover. It doesn't even have a name. It's called the Eyelet Pullover. The yarn is what I've got in question. The pattern calls for a 3-weight. I'm using something that's considered a 4-weight, but I'm using the size hook it calls for because if you look in this picture, it is eyelet. There are little peeky-boo holes slightly in this. I don't want peeky-boo holes. However, I'm creating them for some reason. This is what it looks like. You can see here's the V stitch, here's the shell stitch, and then you have a double crochet on top of the shell and the V stitch. But as you can see, for some reason, it is still kind of peekaboo. It's not something that I'm going to be able to wear without wearing something underneath. That's where my dilemma comes in, because this is going to be a summer, it's a short sleeved sweater. It's going to be a summer weight sweater. And I'm going to have to wear something underneath this, 2 layers, in order to not be able to see through it. So I only went this far, and I stopped. And this is done in pieces. You knit you crochet the front from the bottom up, and then you do some additional. The sleeves are kind of built into this part of the top, and then you do the same for the back, and then you connect them at the shoulder and under the arms. I really like the pattern, but I'm not crazy about how this is working out. The other thing is what I have found in the past. While this feels extremely soft, I have run into problems where the sparklies make me itch, and I'm wondering if even if it looked okay, am I going to be able to wear this without wearing something underneath peeky-boo holes or not? So let me know, what do you think? Should I keep working on this, or should I rip this out, make it with some other kind of yarn, and use this for something else? I have like 4 skeins of this, and I have no idea what to do with it if I don't use it for this. So yeah, your opinion would be appreciated. Please leave a comment down below and let me know what I should do with this. So that is what I've been working on this week and frustrating myself about. What have you all been working on this week? So I did want to show you a shawl. If you watched yesterday's video, you saw what I was going to take to the craft fair. There's one thing I've added to it since then that I didn't put in, and that is this shawl. This is called the Begonia shawl. I made it years ago, and it's very pretty. I like the yarn. It's very soft. It's got this little beading detail in it that I put in. I like it, but the reality is I don't wear it. I've tried to, I think I've worn it twice. I've put it on, and what I've run into is it's very long. So it's like, what do you do with it? You know, you could wrap it around like this and wear it, but it's not quite long enough for that. And it's so roughly, it looks like a clown collar. You can wrap it around your shoulders, but it can almost wrap around my shoulders twice. So you could wear it for a shoulder shawl, you know, for like the spring. And I've got other yarn attached to it right now. You could wear it like this, but you end up with a lot of it left over. It's just a little too roughly for me. So, and it's hard to find a color that kind of goes with this because it's ice cream sherbety type of color. And there is this pink, but when you put it against it's not a baby pink, it's almost a salmony pink. So it's it's just got some strange colors in it. So even though it's really pretty, it's just a little too roughly. So I'll be figuring out what to do with this. But I think it's going to end up at the craft sale. For Easter, it would be that's what I made it for initially, was for Easter, and then, yeah, that never happened. So, anyway, if you missed yesterday's craft fair video, you can click the link right here, and you can see what else I am taking. This Friday's video, I'm going to need your help yet again. I ordered 7 dresses off of Temu. I mean, when I say 7 dresses, that sounds like a lot, but they were literally $12 or less. So they're all the same style. They are all scoop neck with short sleeves, and kind of just I ordered them extra big, and then I have elastic belts I can use them with. Now here's the thing. My granddaughter is getting married in May, and I bought all of these dresses. I mean, they're dresses you could wear to church or for casual or for a wedding. I mean, you can dress them up or down. They're I like all of them. I have a couple that are my favorites, but I'm not sure what to wear to the wedding. It's going to be one of those dresses. So yeah, it's going to be a fashion show on Friday, and I'm going to ask you all's opinion, which dress looks the best, which one should I go with. So yeah, and I have one dress that actually matches my kitchen, which is a little disturbing, but you'll understand when you see the video on Friday. It is kind of funny when I looked at it and went, oh, it looks like my kitchen towels and my mat in my kitchen. Yeah. Anyway, stay tuned on Friday to see that. So what am I reading? I finished the book from Jessica Beck last week that I was reading called Lemon Larceny. It is a cozy mystery book about a lady named Suzanne who runs a donut shop and solves mysteries on the side. So I finished that one, and I have the next one loaded onto my computer to watch, or to read, because they are all ebooks. The next one I'm going to be reading in the series is called Old Fashioned Crooks. And these books, by the way, have donut recipes in the back. I will put a link down below to those books that I am reading. I also got the latest, I picked this up at the library just today. I got the latest Murder, She Wrote book. It just came out this past week, and that is Murder, She Wrote, Snowy with a Chance of Murder. It's kind of a play off of the old Alfred Hitchcock Rear Window mystery, where Jessica Fletcher is laid up in a wheelchair for a few weeks and ends up solving a murder mystery, because, you know, you never want to live where Jessica Fletcher lives, because apparently it's the murder capital of the world. But anyway, I always enjoy those books, so I just picked that up this afternoon from the library, so I'll be getting started on that. So I will put links to both of those down below here if you want to check out those books. Now it's time for... Now in our Come and Get It section, we have the Dollar Tree, which I don't mention that often, but the Dollar Tree does sell yarn. I actually, like I said earlier, I made these cowls, or maybe I didn't, yeah, I did say it. These cowls are made out of their Just Chenille brand, which is Premier. It's not as thick as Premier Parfait. That's my only downfall, but I have used it for the cows and I used it for some of the little chicks that I made. Some of them you can buy online, some you have to buy in the store, but they do sell yarn and other crafting supplies at the Dollar Tree, or at the Dollar Tree website, which is down below. All these links are down below. They are offering right now, just until the 3rd of April, 50% off of your shipping costs, which is pretty good because shipping is the most expensive thing lately. So you do need to use a coupon code HOPPY, that's HOPPY, 2025 in order to get that discount on the shipping. So that is Dollar Tree, and like I said, they sell all kinds of crafting supplies. You do need to go and buy them by the case of the yarn. A lot of times if you can get it online, like I said, their yarn, some of it you can get online, some you have to buy at the store. But if you buy it online, you have to buy it in a case of like 12, something like that. So that's Dollar Tree. Then we have Lion Brand. They are offering 30% off of their yarn and kits. You do need to use a coupon code MMAD30 in order to get that, and that runs out at the end of this month on the 31st. We Crochet, which is the sister company of Knit Picks, they have Dots hooks. The brand Dots of the crochet hooks are 30% off right now. You do need to use the coupon code SALE to get that 30% off of the Dots hooks. Knit Picks, they are having 20% off of $50, 30% off of $85, and 35% off of $150. It's not the greatest of sales, but it's there. Anyway, that's Knit Picks. That also ends on March 31st, and the coupon code for that is CODE, which is CODE. So yeah, if you spend $50, you can get 20% off. $85, you get 30, and at $150, you get 35% off. So hey, it's something, you know. So yeah, those are the sales that I know about. If there are any that come up, I will let you know in a short little video. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you again on Friday. Bye, everybody.